in a predominantly Islamic society, you should make the non-Muslim feel like he needs to become Muslim in order for him to have equal rights. It is important for the Muslim to make the non-Muslim believe that there is a benefit for the non-Muslim to become Muslim. And one of the ways you do it is by the hadith that you just mentioned. And by the way, you're absolutely right. This is a hadith sahih. But the implementation of this hadith cannot, the ulama have said, cannot be implemented in a society such as this, because this will bring maybe more difficulty to the Muslim communities or the Muslim individual if he did that based on that. There was a time when this area that we call Turkey, there was no Muslims, there was no Islam, right? And then people came, and in Turkey in particular, it was not a result of merchants coming with da'wah. It was a result of jihad. People became Muslims as a result of the fact that Muslims came with the sword, established Sharia, and as a result of the establishment of Sharia, many people found that there's a need to become Muslims in order to avoid fitna. Okay, now, your forefathers, if they were from there, because there was a chance that they could be from Arabia too, you don't know. They were Kurdish, okay. Don't tell anybody. I'm just joking, you know that. The benefit may not be at the time of the people accepting Islam sincerely out of belief, but rather out of fear. Okay? But the generations to come, now you as a Muslim, you are happy that your forefathers, what happened? They accepted Islam even though it may have been under the sword, right? You are happy with that, no? Because you are happy with being what? Allahu Akbar. Are you worried now about your forefathers having been, told to accept? Well, they were not told to accept Islam. There were conditions that existed according to Sharia that forced certain people to avoid difficulty. For example, jizya is one of them, right? Jizya is one of them. Paying this little taxation out of the people that are not from Islam. Why? Because it's a price they pay for being protected by the Muslim authority. لا إكراه في الدين. لا إكراه في الدين is an ayah whereby it is in Surah Al-What? Surah Al-Baqarah. Very good. It means that you cannot force a person to actually believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger. But you can force the person to live by Sharia. The purpose of jihad, for example, can I say that word in Canada? The purpose, you can't say it in the United States, I can tell you that much. The purpose of jihad is not to force people to convert to Islam. Because you said from the Quran, لا إكراه في الدين. Yeah. But it is to establish the law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because it brings about balance and justice for all creatures, Muslim and non-Muslim. If Muslims can walk into a place and establish Sharia without a drop of blood, then that's what should be done. We should not walk into a place because the concept is, okay, this is the way it has happened up until now, no. The establishment of Sharia, sometimes the Muslims walked into or entered into a village or an area, and they did not have to engage in any armed conflicts. The people said, yes, we accept. There are some Muslims amongst us these days who want to go around and say, oh, Islam was never spread by the sword. That's a blatant lie. It was spread many times by the sword. The Sharia was spread by the sword. The implementation of Sharia was spread by the sword.